Hey guys, it's Flora366 here. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today I'm going to go through days 16 to 19 of my journeys on my island called Mootopia. There's not a lot of stuff to go over, but there's a lot of things revolving around villagers, because my island is growing really fast and I really want to get the right set of villagers to accompany me on my island. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Good morning, everyone! Right now in Mootopia, it's 11:17 a.m. on Saturday, April 4th. I don't have any big news to share with you all today, but I would like to touch on one seasonal topic. Earlier today, a clump of bamboo caught my eye and reminded me of a piece of horticultural trivia. Did you know that this time of year is perfect for harvesting fresh bamboo or young spring bamboo? Which also reminded me to remind you to get crafting and enjoy some of the season's DIY projects. Speaking of new DIY recipes, there are also recipes for cherry blossom themed items, which are only available this month, so hopefully I collect them as well. Anyways, I decide to open up my mailbox and I see just a Nook shopping package. Nothing special. Getting right into my day, I first head to Rhonda's house, and she's currently crafting a knitted grass backpack, which I gladly received the DIY recipe for. I then went to the other rhino's house, Renee, and she gave me some triangle shades to match my Mimi outfit that I'm wearing. I like to call this outfit Easter Jesus. And lastly, I decide to go on my shopping spree like usual, buying the KK song of the day, as well as buying an 8-ball tea on the side. The last villager I decide to meet for the day is Deli, who wanted to give me a gift to make my island improve itself, because everyone wants KK Slider to come, am I right? Of course, that's never going to happen because Hippough's here, but still. Nonetheless, Deli gives me a nice good old gift, which turned out to be a tricycle. One goal that I had in mind for today was to do something with Hippeux. Not physically, but mentally. Or physically? Nonetheless, I decided to fence his house in a tiny little yard because I am sick and tired of seeing his face all around town. Out of video, he's always stretching in the plaza at night, and it's super annoying and ugly. I want him to move out now. And after some time, his torture chamber is done. I am planning to hit him with a ton of nets inside and make him depressed. With a new house plot that I placed down last episode, I decided to track down some villagers that would move into it. The first villager that I encountered was Spike, who is a cranky rhino villager, which you can already guess I didn't invite to my island because he is another rhino villager. I already have Renee and Rhonda, and 3 rhinos on my island is just not the best. Next villager that I encountered was Buck, the horse jock villager. I love his design, and Buck is my in real life nickname, but he just doesn't fit my island because I already have Rudy. After journeying on those islands, I decided to pay it forward and donate all the bells that I had in my pockets towards the Brick Bridge Fund. With that, I finally reached the goal to even build the bridge, and I'm finally able to access the island inside of my island. Later on in the evening, Deli decided to play some Animal Crossing, and she decided to go to the deserted island as well, and she met Hopkins, the lazy bunny villager. I told her to immediately invite Hopkins to the island because he's an cute bunny, and you cannot resist the and you can't resist a perfectly cute blue bunny. And after that visit, all heck on the island broke loose. A certain someone wanted to move out, and their name is Agent S. For some reason, when Deli was walking around just minding her own business, Agent S came up to her and said that she wanted to move out. And it was in pure shock because Deli talks to Agent S nonstop, and I talk to Agent S nonstop as well. Unfortunately, I do not have any footage for this moment, but please believe me on this because it actually happened, and me and Deli were extremely terrified. After that, Deli and Hippeux decided to talk to each other, and for some reason, Hippeux got extremely mad when talking to Deli. Good job, Deli, for being a great neighbor and standing up for Agent S. Or is he a good neighbor? For some reason, Agent S and Deli also are in a feud of their own as well, and Hippeux is just adding to this pure chaos. This is why Hippeux needs to move, and ASAP. Now let's continue to day 17. Good morning, everyone! Right now in Utopia, it's 11:45 a.m. on Sunday, April 5th. Now for today's announcements. We have a new friend on our island. Let's give a big Utopia welcome to Hopkins. Hopkins, on behalf of your new island family, welcome aboard. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Spring is in the air, my friends, because I got a brand new villager that just moved onto my island that is not ugly like Hippeux was. Nonetheless, I opened up my mailbox to see many packages and letters inside, one of which was from Nook Inc., giving me 1,000 Nook miles for making someone move into the houseplant that I recently put down. I also got over 20,000 points on my Happy Home Academy score and got a great gift for it, as well as some more gifts from Pop-Tarts. The gifts included a HHA plaque for my amazing score, as well as a marimba, which I already had, but still, more musical instruments the better. I also got Mr. Flamingo. Jogging around town, Rudy decided to bump into me, exclaiming that he loves KK Slider and the idea of a KK concert on the island. With this, he gave me a great gift, which turned out to be a garbage pail. We already have enough garbage items, and I think this will definitely fit the island. Continuing on my jog, I decided to check the bulletin board to look for some news, and indeed there was some brand new news about a fishing tourney happening on Saturday, April 11th, the day before Bunny Day. And with that, I decided to check on my new brick bridge, which is honestly pretty cool looking. And of course, I can't forget about the brand new villager that just moved in, who is Hopkins? Oh, because the Bunny is ready to uwu the island up. And with more villagers coming to the island, I really want to get prepared for them, and I decided to get another houseplot. I decided to put this houseplot right next to Hopkins because I don't want him to be lonely somewhere in the wilderness, and plus I wanted to create a brand new neighborhood hub on the island. While the morning was still the morning, I decided to quickly buy turnips from Daisy May before it was too late. They were even cheaper this week and were 90 bells per turnip, which last week was 95 bells per. I decided to buy only 110 of them because that's all the money I had, and hopefully I get some more bang for my buck this week because I didn't have enough money to buy enough turnips to make awesome profit. After that, I decided to go on island tours to track down some pretty cool villagers, and of course, I find one of those cool villagers on the very first try. His name is Rooney, and he is a cranky male kangaroo villager, which is actually one of 2 in the kangaroo species, which is absolutely absurd. Personally, I think he's the best kangaroo villager out of all the kangaroo species of villagers because he's not that ugly to look at, and honestly, he's pretty cool. So of course I gotta invite him to the island. And with the day coming to a close, I decided to attend the bridge ceremony. Hippeux sucks. Now to leap forward in day 18. Hello everyone! Right now in Utopia at 6:18 p.m. on Monday, April 6th. Now for today's announcements, we have a new friend on our island. Let's give a big Utopian welcome to Rooney! Congrats Rooney! I'll show you enjoy island life here. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. With a new kangaroo friend in town, I guess we can spring right into today and open up my mailbox. What a really bad pun of the season and kangaroos. But nonetheless, I don't have very much mail today, other than getting more Nook Miles and getting more presents from friends. But these aren't any ordinary gifts that you can get from a friend. They are the Pitfall Seed and the Pitfall Seed Recipe, which are probably the most sought-after items in the whole entire game. I know so many people and so many people in the fan base that really want Pitfall Seeds but just didn't get the recipe or anything of Pitfall Seeds in the matter. So, thank you Pop-Tarts for giving me these amazing gifts, and I'm surely going to use these against Hippeux. Going on a nice evening stroll, I decided to talk to Renee because she wanted my attention. She decided to give me a gift to spice up Mootopia so KK Slider can come faster, and it turned out to be a garbage bin, which is kind of funny because her whole entire house is surrounded by garbage-related items. And while talking to all the villagers, I decided to meet the brand new one of the bunch, who is Rooney. His house is looking pretty beat up at the moment, well, the wallpaper is at least, but I'm very excited to see what it will turn out to be. Also, Flick decided to stop by on the island again, which is pretty nice. After talking to Hopkins, he told me that Rhonda was suddenly sick, and I was confused, and this is the first villager to ever get sick on Mootopia. And of course, it's the villager that is the closest to Hippeux. Of course, he poops outside. I feel so bad for Rhonda because of the sickness. The Hippeux virus is real. But good thing, she is healed. Nonetheless, by giving Rhonda medicine, she decided to give me a gift, which is a whole entire bone costume. It's kind of funny because she was literally dying inside, so she's just paying it forward. And also looks pretty cool. After good deeds come more good deeds as I decide to whack Hippeux and torture him and make him depressed. I don't care. The last villager I decided to meet for the day was Rudy, who decided to give me a DIY recipe for a pear dress. He's also looking pretty fab at my merch, and if fruit is going to be the new style, I'm all in. After some wandering around, I decided to build a new bridge construction plot connecting the island to another part of the main island as well. We already can get into the island, but what about exiting onto the other side? I thought about that and decided to place a plot directly south of Agent S's house. After that jazz, I decided to head onto an island, and, knowing my luck, I got a bamboo island. I also got a very ugly villager named Callie, who's a normal squirrel, and that's 100% not going to be on my island anytime soon. After the Hippeux sabotage, I decided to go on to another island tour. There I met Lehman, the Jock Koala villager, who is honestly one of my favorite villagers of all time. Unfortunately, I already have Rudy that complains about his muscles, so I don't need another person to complain about them as well. Now to end it off with day 19. Good evening, everyone! Right now, Mootopia, it's 7:06 p.m. on Tuesday, April 7th. There's no news that I can think of. It's only Tuesday, so be sure to pace yourselves. Don't overdo it. Well, then, Isabel signing off. With a brand new Hippeux sabotage costume, I'm finally able to walk around Mootopia top to bottom with high quality. Nonetheless, I opened up my mailbox, got the packages, and got some letters. With not much to do for the day, I decided to head to Town Plaza, and there I met a brand new face named Label. She's a striving to be independent fashion designer that wants me to model specific themed outfits for her so she can create some of her very own. The theme that I had to wear was a work theme, which is conveniently what I'm wearing already. A tuxedo and a soft serve hat is perfect for working on the job. After changing my outfit to fit the perfect theme, I decided to show it off to Label, and she was absolutely astounded. I mean, this tuxedo is pretty cool and pretty classy for work. After that, she decided to give me a special gift, tailor tickets. These are basically tickets that you can exchange at the tailor shop for an item under 3,000 bells. So pretty much it's a coupon to get something for free, which is pretty incredible. She also gave me some free La Belle sunglasses, which honestly look like clout glasses. After doing that Label quest, I decided to head into Hopkins' house, and OMG, it is probably the best Animal Crossing house out of all the villagers. It's a freaking arcade. Where can I find the Chuck E. Cheese tokens? Walking into the Able Sisters, I decide to talk to Sable. Normally, she doesn't talk to me on a regular basis, but because I've been talking to her since the day the shop opened, she's finally starting to open up, and I just wanted to show this clip. After doing some shopping, I decided to see what my island rating was, and to my surprise, it was a 2-star rating. I guess inviting a lot of villagers gives you a free star. Now all I have to do is improve the scenery. Speaking of scenery, I decided to go on an island tour to meet some new villagers. The first one that I met was named Peck, and he is a bird villager that has the jock personality. Unfortunately, I already have Rudy that has a jock personality, so I don't really need another person about muscles. The second person that I met was named Dell, who is an alligator that is very cranky. If I didn't have Rooney, I would 100% invite him to the island because his face is pretty much a battleship. After not doing so well on the island tours, I decided to see how many Bunny Day recipes I had. And it turns out that I have each and every one that I need in order to get the special recipe from Zipper on April 12th. Now all I have to do is craft every single recipe that I have so I can get that awesome reward. Anyways guys, that wraps up today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Animal Crossing. Next time, there's going to be a ton of festivities happening like the fishing tournament and Bunny Day, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Anyways guys, I gotta go play some more Animal Crossing and make Hippeux fall in Pitfall seeds. I'll see you in the next one.